18 lakh rupees. A week after prominent Thane developer Suraj Parmar's suicide, the developer community rallied across the nation to protest against the red tape, harassment and approval delays on projects from the government authorities. The national developer body, Credai, called for a nationwide strike and the end of corruption. Here's a report.
Developers call Mumbai the toughest realty market to operate in thanks to the massive amount of red tape that they have to deal with. Last week, Suraj Parmar, the president of MCHI Credai Thane, found himself unable to deal with the pressure and so took his own life. A tragedy that has shaken the builder community to the core.
We provide the maximum employment, we give the maximum the GDP revenue to the country. We are providing the infrastructure, we are providing housing, we are providing office spaces for the growth. Now, if the government supports us, we can go from 1 to 100. If the support is not there, we only go behind. And whatever is happening, it's uphill. We are just struggling and we are fighting and battling and doing our work, which finally is too stressful. There should be some ease of doing business.
We are, as developers, a very hardy lot. But in spite of that, if one of our members has committed suicide, I think it is very evident that the kind of pressures that people are going through. And very important out here for you to understand is the developer's family has made it amply clear, and we have also spoken to financial institutions. He was not a debt-ridden developer.
Worsening matters is the suicide note which Suraj Parmar left behind, where he alleges government harassment and policy paralysis that left his projects unviable. And now national developer body Credai has rallied together to protest against the system that led to his death. Credai has called for a nationwide one-day strike and has taken to the streets. The death of Suraj Parmar has brought the builder community together. Thousands of developers from the Credai region such as Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai and NCR have come together to hold a peace march to present their list of demands, which includes less red tape, less corrupt systems and a single window system to the government.
This is the kind of pressure that our members have to go through. Then the PM's vision of, spurring economy by housing for all and by 2022 with private participation, and also, our sector's contribution to the GDP, to employment, all this, then, it doesn't really work well for these so-called ambitions of the country.
These are much needed reforms, especially considering that the typical builder has to get anywhere between 50 to 60 approvals from different departments before he can construct a project. A process that can delay projects by up to 2 to 3 years and vastly push up prices. As a result, millions of square feet of construction remain stuck. Making matters worse are retrospective amendments which can further delay the whole process and leave room for corruption. Credai is hoping that the tragedy of Suraj Parmar's death will show how badly the sector has been suffering due to improper and ineffective policies.
Credai is a very responsible organization, and as a responsible organization, it wants to sensitize the government, the bureaucracy and the society at large about the hardships that the real estate development sector in particular has been facing because of absolutely draconian behavior at municipal levels, be it a municipal corporation or a development authority or the state governments, where there is inordinate delays in plan sanctions and approvals.
Credai has directed its 11,500 members to close their offices and stop construction for a day to highlight the seriousness of the protest. What's more, Credai's regional chapters have submitted a list of their demands to government authorities in different cities, from the Chief Minister in Bangalore, the Thane Municipal Commissioner in Mumbai, and the CEO of the Noida Authority in NCR. The big question now is, will the government act on these recommendations and create an atmosphere of trust before more lives are lost? That's a question only time can answer.
All right, let's get down to our questions and answers. We've got Andheri, Kandivali, Kamothi and Thane covered in this segment, so don't go anywhere. Ashish Kumar is our first caller. Welcome Ashish, go ahead with your question.
I want to ask about, there is a project in Andheri East around Marol Maroshi. The project name is Park Royal and it's by Pride Group.